What's up, everybody? Mogi Monster here, along with Stevie B.
Hey.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF. We're laughing because she just made a comment of, holy shit, I'm actually ready.
He said right, and then boom, there you guys are. How you doing?
Good to see everybody. Sharon, how are you? Hey, Christy. Judy Wheeler, how are you?
Gary Johnson was first in the door.
Yes, he was.
Welcome, Gary.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I know.
First time for everything, huh?
Right.
Jim's camera at dawn. How you doing, Jim? Hey, Blinky.
OCST Harold.
Blinky one, I guess.
Blinky one.
Yeah. Who else?
Harold, OCST. I was saying hi. Hi. Christy's in here somewhere.
Robert Denduven. How's it going?
I think I saw her. Yep, there she is. How you doing, Christy?
Who else? Lance Chafin. That's who I saw.
Judy.
Who else?
Hey, Jim. Good to see you. Michael Haywood.
Did he pop in?
Yeah, just now.
What's up, Michael?
Along with Danny. Greetings.
So, a few things. The other day we had the Bigfoot King on, and he gave me those photos, and I put them up on my community tab. If you want to go check them out. And a lot of people say, "Oh, there's 3 photos. If you go to the one with the woods and the circles, a lot of people go to the bottom one and they don't see anything. It's because the damn watermark is in the way."
Right.
If you go to the Bigfoot King's page, go to his shorts and click on that one, the latest one, and it's the one with that half face.
It's the same photo, just
click on that
without the watermark.
It doesn't have the watermark, and you'll understand what's in that bottom circle.
Bottom circle, the littler one.
It's a hand. It's
fingers.
Like it's these 4 fingers, and you'll see it.
We saw it this afternoon
because I clicked on it.
We were like, wait.
I said, wait a minute, where did the 4th finger come from?
Right.
And then it really defined what you were seeing. And I just, I played around with the mirror. I told you guys. That's why I posted that one. That's like I blew up that face or whatever it is. I'm not saying it is what it is. I'm just going with what's there.
What looks like a face.
You know what I mean. I'm just
we don't know what it is, but
I know what it looks like.
Looks like a face. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like a face.
And the small circle underneath that, without the watermarks,
looks like a hand. Holy shit!
Unbelievable.
I didn't see that 4th finger, or it's probably the pinky. And
that's what I think.
Yeah, and when I did, I was just like, "Oh, now it stands out," because a lot of people looked at it and they were like, "I don't see it." Somebody said, "Oh, it's a ducky, or it's a pig, or it's this, it's that." I'm like, wait, how can you not? No, it is I have this thing about I'm good at what's it? It's pattern recognition.
That's what it is.
Can't remember what it's called, but I see shit that's out of place.
Leslie, hey.
How are you, Leslie? Great to see you. WTF Mike, what's going on? So I immediately saw the fingers, but then when I saw his photo, like didn't have the watermark, then I was like, oh shit. I mean, you can almost see it. Almost looks like you're seeing the back of the hand through the leaf. It's weird.
Yeah, because I saw it with the watermark, and I could see what looks like 3 fingers, but it wasn't like, oh wow, I mean, I could see it.
That's what it looks like to me. It looks like a face
without the watermarks, and instantly I was like, oh shit, okay. I'm like, where'd that come from? Because I didn't see that on the one with the watermarks. So if you're interested, I'd go check it out because it does
without the watermark,
difference.
Yeah. You'll see the hand. You'll be like, oh. don't know. Does he even have the? You don't even know if he has the circles on it.
I don't think he does.
No, it's just blown up enough so when you see it, and he zooms in and out a little bit. But yeah, that's on the Bigfoot King. Check out his shorts. It should be the last one put out.
Breeze.
I don't care if you do it now.
Good to see you, Breeze. Sharon, how you doing?
You know what, dude? He was out on a hike expedition with just himself with whoever was with him. I mean, it wasn't this big thing. And he said he was in this area where he just stuck the camera up. I don't know what kind of camera it was. I don't know if he said it was a 360. I have a feeling he might have said it was a 360.
I think I'm not.
But he went in a circle and took I don't know if he took just a picture, a video, and maybe that's a clip from a video, but he'll have to explain it. He'll put more out. I'm curious to see what else he has.
Right.
Heidi Pop, how are you? Great to see you.
WTF Mike, what's up? Bobby Ounce.
Hey, Bobby. So yeah, that's the story behind it. Where was he?
Well, it's when he went out.
He was in Vancouver.
Vancouver Island when he went out on his last trip.
That's the one we sent him to.
Well, he went based on our conversation about a short we saw. Yeah.
Which I thought was cool as hell.
Hell yeah.
We had a conversation about a video we saw and it pertained to, this area, and he went and checked it out.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. Just strange,
Interesting.
I'm doing good, Tink Tink. How are you?
I know, I saw.
It's because he yelled it.
Yeah, I know, right? Doing just fine.
Kaiju, how are you? Midwest. What's up, Garo?
Hey, Heidi. Good to see you.
Leslie says there's a few places I could send him. He Total Tech, what's up? He damn it, something just went in lost thought.
Not sure.
You're talking about Bigfoot King. No, I'm excited when he starts putting out more stuff, I get it. He put, all these watermarks on it, but he put one right where it was in the way. I was
very critical part of the photo.
It creates,
covered with the watermark.
It just brings the whole photo out when you see the extra finger.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's like, oh, there it is.
The face is still strange, but,
but
it's odd.
The hand, the fingers, it's pretty wild.
Anyway. Let's see. I type in caps lock in case Jesus' brother-in-law, Jay Fritz, comes and it needs to read. I just make the screen bigger when I need to read.
What's up, Alex? Good to see you.
Hey, Alex. So yesterday, I'm sitting here at a computer, and straight ahead of me, I can see through my Florida room and out the back door. And I'm looking at the lake, the one shoreline of the lake. And my neighbors have been keeping a little boat over there. It's just this little
John boat.
It's a John boat, but it's only I don't think it's 10 feet long. I don't even think it's that big.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And I've seen him out there with his girlfriend or friend, whoever she is, and just my neighbor out there, and they're going fishing, but it just looks shaky. It's like he's got this literally little fucking lawnmower engine on it, and he putts around. Well, yesterday I see them, and I see this tall guy with them, and I'm like, nah, they're not going to try. Yeah, they tried. They put 3 people in that boat, and I watched them. And I was sitting here. I had my one camera, and I'm out of batteries. I used all my batteries in my aerator for my bait fish.
I'm coming home from work, and I pull up, and I take my time getting my bags out and shut the door. And as I slam the door, I hear somebody yelling, screaming, help. So I walk to the, I got to walk that way anyways to get inside. I cut the corner of the house, and I look out.
But I met her.
He's coming out the door at the same time I'm getting to the back of the house.
I met you at the car.
Oh, yeah, you did. Well, I think I heard it. Well, I heard it, and we just kind of shut up. I heard the screaming and just went.
So I go outside. I just ignored them. Once I saw they were floating, I was like, okay. And I went back to looking at the computer and doing my thing. And I was like, I was going to film it. I was going to say I ran out of batteries, but I wanted to film them trying to get off the shore. And I didn't. I said, fuck, I'm not going to zoom in with my phone. It'd be too shaky. And I didn't bother. I guess I was just lazy. So all of a sudden I get this feeling. I'm like we are connected somehow. And I didn't realize how how much. But I don't know if it happens all the time. But she was home. I got a feeling that she was home.
It happens all the time.
I get up and I walk to the window and I look out and I look in the driveway and her car's there. I'm like, oh shit. She was just opening the door and getting out. And I know she had stopped at the store, so I figured maybe she had some shit to carry. So I went out. I walked right by the wall, didn't look at the lake, start talking to her. She doesn't have anything. We start walking back and I look up and I look out across the lake and probably about, I don't know, less than 100 yards.
It was about 100 yards.
No, less than 100 yards. Well, actually, where the boat was,
yes,
was 100 yards.
Yeah,
the boat's upside down and there's people in the water
screaming for help.
Call 911.
Panic mode.
I mean, so I look and I said, are they in the water? And then I realized who it was because the boat was gone. And I said, oh shit! And I look around. There's people like on
everywhere.
The bank over here watching. There's people over there on the dock watching. I'm like, what the
people
fuck?
Standing around looking.
I just spin around. I reach down and I grab the kayak by the front thing and I just throw it in the water. I throw the paddle down and I'm like, okay, now what? I run around the house. I go to the carport. I grab 2 life jackets and a throw cushion. And I throw them in the kayak and I just hop off the wall, land on the kayak. I'm surprised I didn't go over.
I'm digging for my phone, trying to call 911.
Guys, they're swimming. There's 3 people out there.
You can tell they can't swim real well.
The girl is way back there, and the 2 guys kind of duffed her. She had a life jacket, but she was holding on to it. Like she wasn't wearing it. She was hugging it.
It's almost like it popped up and she grabbed hold of it.
I think she might have had something happen when she went under the boat. Like she might have got tangled up or something. Because she seemed like she had an incident. And the guys are coming towards me. I'm paddling to them. I stop. And I tell them, because you know how people can get, and that's when they panic the most, is when their life is in jeopardy. And they're in water. You hear it all the time. I said, I stopped. I looked at them both, and they're like, they got this look on their face. And I said, don't fucking flip this kayak. I looked at the girl. She had a life jacket. I said, I grabbed the throw cushion. I threw it to the one guy. I grabbed the other life jacket. I threw it to him. And she's on the phone. Well, she'll be right back.
Sorry.
She's on the phone with 911, apparently at the same time. I go out to the girl because now they have something to hold on to, and they're not that far to swim. I go out to the girl and I spin around and I put out the paddle. I said, "Don't pull me over." I said, "Grab onto the back." She had a life jacket she was holding, and she was, "Oh, I can't breathe." And I said, "Just hold on tight." And I paddled her in. Got her to the wall, and these guys were sitting on the grass.
They get out And they're
plant their ass on the grass. They went up this ladder.
They're dying,
They're
out
sitting,
of breath.
yeah, and I get her to the wall. Guys, help her up.
They didn't move.
They didn't move.
So
Guys, fucking help this woman up.
I go over and grab arm, and she's got her one arm on the wall and hoisted herself up. I'm halfway pulling her in. They're just sitting there. You guys are just sitting there.
So get them out, and then I'm sitting there for like, I don't know, 3 minutes, just like,
yeah, just a couple minutes.
What the fuck just happened?
You were catching your breath too.
I jump up from the kayak. I bounce up onto the wall and drag the kayak back up, put the life jackets, everything, and just there. And I walked inside, and I didn't go back out until.
I don't know how the hell he jumped up off the kayak, because 1 second he's on the kayak and I seen him sitting there. You know, I asked him, was he okay? He was just catching his breath and just kind of sitting in the moment for just a minute. I turn around to grab my glasses off the ground so nobody steps on him, and I look and he's already walking back towards the house. I'm like, how the fuck did he get up over the wall? And choo, gone.
And I just came back inside and you know, I mean, she had called 911, so there were cops here, there were EMTs here. there was, and it's all outside my door because that's where the ladder was. So this is where I brought them.
Well,
I could have brought them over there, but they were heading this way, so I'm like, fuck it, they're coming this way.
When he went back to get the girl, I'm watching the guys, and they're swimming up, and they're probably about 50 feet from the wall, and they're like, one guy's flipping over on his back, and you could tell they can't swim hardly at all. And I'm like, guys,
try standing
stand up. I'm like, you can probably stand up.
I think they were probably a little too deep out back there. But my thought was, as they got closer, I was like, just stand up.
The one guy was tall enough. He stood up. You could tell he stood up. The other guy tried and kind of went under first. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. That's when I came home from work, too, yesterday.
Yeah. I was going to run to work, and I don't know, I had to go charge a battery for the one boat, and I forgot all about it. I did it this morning. Luckily, the guy was running late. I got an hour charge in. What's the matter, Maya? So yeah, that was interesting. I've always been that way though, and I'm not patting myself on the back or anything. It was just, but I always run when something happens, everybody's running one way. I'm running the other. I'm
dying to go help, and I can't do anything. I'm standing there stuck. So most I could do is reach for my phone and call 911. Oh, they were screaming. They were freaked out big time. I mean, I probably would be too.
Good, Zoto, how are you? Good to see you.
They were panicking. You all right?
Yeah. Just got a winter table. Beating
yourself up over there.
I'm always changing the configuration of things. Like the way we set this up, we're side by side, but I had it where we had more length room, and I changed it around. So
it's better.
It's deeper, but I like it. We can get in and out better.
Yeah, there's more room, and it's more sturdy.
The table. I'll show you guys one day. It's a mess right now.
It's like, probably not.
So what else is going on? How's everybody doing? Guys, welcome.
Neil said, did they thanks? No.
Well, not me.
They did.
Stevie, it's funny to see my hand come on your shoulder.
I know, right? Get out of here. No, that they left stuff behind. Like there was one of the guys.
The life jacket.
The life jacket she had. And my thought was, I don't want anybody to have a reason to have to come back to the backyard. So I gathered up their belongings and I walked down the street to the house, which is like four houses over, if that. I cut the corner and they're all just sitting there on the patio in the chairs and catching their breath still. And I guess the adrenaline of it is probably just settling in. They saw me come around the corner and they were like, "Oh, hey," the girl was like, thank you so much, thank you, and thank the both of you," or something like that. It was, yeah. And then the other two guys, they're sitting there looking like they're about to pass out. They barely said thanks, but yeah, I don't think they were thinking of being thankful. They were just,
cops didn't ask how they got out or anything. I was like,
no,
I didn't want any part of it. I was like,
no, and that's the thing. As soon
soon
as he got out of the water, he came into the house. He walked inside.
That's it.
I came back in to check on him, but then went back out to. I wanted to see what was going on, if they were okay, because they wouldn't let him go without
a check out, like a EKG or whatever they did.
They were doing EKG and checking them out. They made sure they were okay.
Feisty Kitty, how are you?
It just tripped me out that, I mean, there had to have been about 30 people easily on both sides, both banks, and standing around, and a guy on the dock was yelling, "Are you okay?" And it's like, no, I'm yelling, call 911, because I was having a hard time finding my phone, digging it out of my bag.
I asked if they were okay as I'm approaching, like, injuries,
Yeah.
But they were like, once they had the flotation device, they were better. But you said I was paddling out, so I didn't see the guy turn on his back or anything.
Oh yeah, he was the smaller guy he would turn on his back and trying to do like a backstroke, but he was more just floating because they were doggy paddling the whole time.
We're sitting here trying to be politically correct.
Yeah.
One guy was white, one guy was black. Small guy was white. Doesn't matter.
The tall guy was doing better job than the little guy. The little guy I seen him go under a couple times, and when I told him to stand, he tried and went under. I was like, oh shit.
Try again when you get closer.
No, come on. You're almost there.
I didn't see this. But yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like even it's the fan. I was like, what is that noise?
I guess it's bound to happen, unfortunately, being this close to, say, the park, and there's a lot of traffic of littler
But
boats.
I knew that was going to happen before it happened. I saw them. I was going to film it.
To have 3 people in that small of a boat it's like putting 3 people in a bathtub and throwing them in the lake,
Half filled with water.
Yeah.
Right. So guys, if you're watching and you've never watched before, welcome. What we do here is I will put the link for the show in chat, and you can click on the link. Come on. You got something you want to talk about? Whatever, you just want to introduce yourself. You just want to say hi. Come hang out. Love to meet you.
Right. And if nobody comes on, then you listen to us babble
for
and on.
It's not great. We've been doing it for 22 minutes now, so
24.
Mine says 22, 46.
How? Mine's 24. 07, 08. Daniel Lundy, good to see you, hon.
You're faster than I am. I don't know.
I
don't know. I'm going by what this says. That's weird. So yeah, let me pop that link in chat. There you go. If you click it, max 12, 13.
What?
How deep is this lake?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I think 12, 13. I think in the very one part in the very middle, it goes,
It doesn't go. It's not as deep as, I don't know, 18. I don't know. It's not that deep. Where I live, where I am along the shore, it's really shallow, and there's a lot of lily pads right here. But you get outside the lily pads, which they were, it's 8 feet deep, whatever it is. You can't touch the bottom.
8 feet.
That's what they're saying. The max is 8 feet.
12 to 15 feet.
12 to 15.
Yeah.
So about the same.
There's
same like our average lakes here, minus the gators.
And that's what I was thinking too. What they call the gator hole.
Yeah, on the other side of the lake.
There's a 200-foot hole.
What?
Yeah, it's a sinkhole. That's where.
Oh.
Yeah. It's filled with stumps and structures and averages about 12 to 15 feet deep above, from the structures, I guess.
They filled it in.
Probably.
Oh, that's interesting.
7,000 acres, approximately.
Lester Taylor, how's it going? This lake is 7,000 acres?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 4 miles by 5 miles. 4 across and 4 and 5 that way.
Five miles long and 4 miles wide.
Yeah.
7,806 acres.
But it's cool because all these lakes are connected. You go through a little channel, or you go through a tiny river, and you're in another lake. And I guess, and if you do them all, like if you go through all the locks and everything, you could actually get out to the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh yeah, easily. You can head up to St. John's.
To the Agua Waha River or whatever it is, Agua Waha. I don't know how to fuck to say it.
Yeah, that's the river that
that'll take you to the St. John's, and St. John's connects to the Atlantic Ocean.
Both those rivers border the Cala Forest, which is just barely 10 miles up the road. So
part of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Very bottom part of it. There's a lot of forest out there. It was weird when that happened yesterday. When I came inside, I sat on the couch and I was like, all right, in about 20 minutes, I'm going to need a nap because of that adrenaline dump. And that was the crash I thought was going to suck, but it didn't. I didn't get tired. I didn't get to crash. I was like, what the hell? It's usually when something like that happens, once you get that adrenaline rush, coming down is like, oh, fuck, I need a nap.
Feisty kitty.
Bobby Younce, yes it is. Lake Eustis. Put it this way, that boat was so small that 2 guys came by in their boat, snatched it up out of the water, put it on top of their boat across, and drove it to shore. Although I didn't see a motor.
Another boat.
But
well, everything was going. Well, no, I saw
snatched up the motor.
I saw it. A couple of people saw them. There was a pontoon boat that came by and was picking up their belongings out of the water. Weird. Everybody was thinking, "Oh, cool, they're doing the right thing." Well, they took off and were gone. Nobody knew who they were. Nobody saw what and who it was on the boat. It was just there, circled around the boat that was upside down, and picked whatever up was floating. I mean, you could see debris in the water. They might have
went to the police or anything.
Yeah,
we don't know. Just ticked them out of a motor.
Yeah, we don't know.
Fucking pirates! I'm telling you, they're brutal. What's that in Claremont? They are, right? What's in Claremont?
Hey, Anita.
We're not in Claremont. We're in Eustis.
Yes, it still comes on. It's on right now.
What's that?
The candle.
Oh, yeah. It's in the window over there. Still comes on. I think it's the same time. I haven't paid attention to it, but it still comes on by itself. It looks a little dim. The battery might be ready to quit.
I said that like a month ago. I did because it looks like it's dimmed.
I don't even pay attention to it. I don't check the time anymore. I'm just comforted when I look up and see it's on.
Last night you had asked me, that's cool. Did that just come on? I'm like,
yeah, because it was later than normal, and I was like,
that's the thing. We're so used to it by now. We don't notice when it comes on, or I mean, before we couldn't catch it anyways, but now we really don't even hardly notice.
Daniel Lundy, how are you? Anyone heard from Cryptid 911 lately? Just stopped posting altogether. That's Lance Hightower. Cryptid 911, I believe.
Look, Anita, I got your picture up here. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, it's hard to see. There's a glare, but it's probably glare from here. Here, let me cover up this glare.
Yeah, there's your light.
Well, that's your meditating Bigfoot. Sorry. I turn this over.
Yeah, you can.
A little better.
A little better.
Well, I've got some of her stuff too, right? All the way up. Well, you can't even see it. Here, let me. I don't know why it's so high, guys. I don't know why I put it all the way up there. I gotta figure out. I'll have to fill in some areas.
I had to put a background, put it on a background because the color of the wall, you could barely see it. Well, you can't see it now because of the lighting, but I'll figure that part out. But if I just put it to the wall, you could hardly see it. I wanted something to make it stand out. So
if I go too far this way, then I'm on her side.
Me too. I mean, if I move that way, look, you can start.
That's why I said right in here, in this space here, I wanted to put something there.
We will. Like you don't say.
I think I know what I want to put there, so
yes.
we'll see.
No, you had a good idea.
Yeah.
I like
this way we can. We can both. That's our.
That's something we can both. Yeah. Exactly.
Although it'll be like right next to each other, unless one of us slips the screen around.
Right, and then you can read it.
Not big.
Yes.
Not it.
WTF Mike is complaining about us looking at each other sideways now. So
hey, we're not prairie dogging.
He says, "Would you quit doing that? It's fucking with my brain."
Well, what about this?
Oh.
Anita, how are you? She said, "Oh, it looks good, frame." She did a good job on that. It's just. I
have ideas.
It was clever.
Yeah. I have. There's stuff I want to do. I just haven't done it yet.
Oh, he says, no, it's reaching into each other's cameras.
Oh.
I know, that's weird, man. And it just so happens we're on the right side and it works.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm sorry. We were going back to Lance Hightower. I used to watch some of his stuff. I haven't in a while. So now that you mention it. I didn't know he was a chiropractor. Who would have thunk pirates in Florida today? Yeah, I just couldn't. I hope that other boat that stopped and picked up that shit was like had good intentions.
I hope so.
Because that was just like, damn, what, like vultures.
Yeah, they did it quick. It was. I looked over. I saw a pontoon on the farthest side of where the boat was flipped over. And I mean, you could look out there. I was looking as they were swimming in to see if there were any other people, because it looked like, you couldn't tell. There was stuff floating in the water. Whatever they had on board with them was just scattered out. It was starting to drift away and off a little bit. And all of a sudden a pontoon came out of nowhere, and it came from the outside away from us and just went around and gradually picked up a few things. And I looked up again and it was gone. I mean, like, nowhere to be seen on the lake. So I don't know.
Yeah, I need it. Shaky or not, keep drawing.
Yes.
Just do it.
Yeah.
She was excuse me. My mom would yell at me. She's somebody the cat dragged in. What? Whatever. Stevie B showed me this video that she watched, and it took place in Dubai.
It's fucking awesome.
And it was how the beaches there are handicap accessible. And the sign there, and they are. I mean, wheelchair accessible, everything. It's like, wow. But the sign there had, it was there. It had the wheelchair on it, and it had it in whatever the fuck language they speak, Arabic, I don't know. And then it was in English, and it said, it didn't say handicapped.
It had the symbol for a person in a wheelchair, like a handicapped sign.
And it had underneath that, people of determination.
Reserved for people of determination. Not handicapped.
I was just like, holy shit. That's a hell of a way to put it.
That's the perfect way of putting it.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was fucking awesome. I couldn't wait to show him. I was so excited for that. People of determination. Not handicapped, not disabled.
No, it's just, it just trips me out. It's just an amazing way to put it.
Well, the whole beach was just catered for people, for wheelchair accessibility. I mean, down to where there was a path off the walkway. Walkways all up and down the boardwalk area, say where all the shops and restaurants were. But there was one section where from that same walkway, from the parking lot to the walkway, it went straight, just a straight line, all the way down the beach, right to the water. So anybody in a wheelchair could just go right on up and, be right there in the water if they wanted to. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was, and everything was wheelchair accessible. All the restaurants, the bars, whatever was there. I know. Well, it's because I'm sitting catty corner to the table right now because give her all that space and
all that space. Can you push it away?
No, because I keep pulling it this way. I have to be catty corner in order for me for her to have all that.
Oh my Lord.
I have to.
I swear.
So I'm fine. Anyway. Told you, no one comes on. We babble.
This is what you get.
Link is in chat. If anybody wants to click on, come hang out. Now's the time. We've been doing this for 37 minutes already.
You're watching the clock, ain't you?
Well, I just looked up. It's right in front of me. Now it's 38:01.
39.
39 and what?
26, 27, 28, 29.
Heidi, how are you?
Hello.
Hey.
Great to see you.
Good to see you. Well, I came to tell you that our lake is over 300 feet deep.
Wow.
And last time I didn't tell you where we were because I was getting all trippy about targeting. And then I'm like, fuck it. There's a big festival coming up here soon. Everyone's going to hear about it because I'm going to say I'm working there and I live there. But Castaic Lake. I'm by Lake Castaic. It's in Santa Clarita. You know that valley? No.
Nope. I've only been to California once.
Okay.
I went and did a job I don't even remember where it was. But we ended up like going hanging out in north of Malibu at some beach up there called
Awesome.
Zuma Beach.
Sure. That's a good one. Yeah.
And that's, I was painting his house and helping him out. And he was a retired Los Angeles County fireman. So I gave him a hand.
With a mustache.
Well, it's the only time I've spent. It's the only thing I know about California of actually being there.
Okay. Yeah, we're just north of we're in Los Angeles. We're LA, but we're the north side. So it's like Hollywood Hills, then San Fernando Valley, the Valley Girls and things, and then just above that is Santa Clarita Valley. Okay. And that's where we are now. And the Lake Castaic Lake's out there, and Disclosure Fest is coming end of June. We're so surprised. It's usually downtown, and they're going to be out there. So to get a free ticket, I'm like, you need a volunteer?
I took my daughter out to Mount St. Mary University.
Oh, yeah.
I took a road trip out there. Spent better part of almost 2 weeks. Went from LA to San Francisco. Just drove the Pacific Coast Highway.
That's the best.
Stayed out on the beach, 4th of July weekend. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was awesome.
That's American dream right there. That's amazing. Do you know up by kind of Monterey area, the Highway 1, there's a mudslide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We didn't go that far. We were going to go. We contemplated on going up to see my nephew in Oregon. We had like 10 days to kill. Mm-hmm. But there was a big mudslide up that way, where the roads were blocked off, and I just said,
it keeps happening too, and it's so frightening because it's a scary road, but it's majestic too. So you're like,
I heard. I was looking forward to driving it, but
you still had a great trek. It sounds like that's even Hearst Castle, all that stuff's along there, and all the seals. Yeah. Hello to the chat.
I got a story about a seal. I've told it on here before. When it was me and my two daughters. One was 18, the other one would just turned 16. We were dropping off my 18-year-old at school. We had to come back. She was performing for the 4th of July. So we just had a few days. So my 16-year-old and I, we hung out with the family that we rented our Airbnb from. We stayed out on the beach, and we slept out there in our vehicle. And it was a whole row of people that we had just gotten to know. And I told my daughter, I said, if you get up in the night and I'm not here, it's just because I'm thinking maybe I have to go pee or something. I'm like, just holler for me. I won't be far away to where I won't hear you, So I get up, it's like barely 4 a.m. So you can tell it's about to get light out, but just that still darkness. Everybody's crashed out. I mean, probably as far as you can see behind us, there were cars parked, and we were parked behind the main family behind their RV, their camper. So I get out and lock the doors. I walk around my truck, and I get down. I get over to the edge, and there's probably about a 6-foot drop to get to the little, probably 3 feet of sand that the beach is right there. So I'm climbing down. I get down there, and I'm like, I look, and I could still see the RV. So if I could see them, they could see me. So I start skating down the beach a little ways. I find this little cove. It's just rocks where it's an indentation. I can kind of sit back, and I'm setting up the scene for you here. I find the spot. I squat. I'm peeing, and I had to go so bad. It's one of those people where you're just like, oh, and I open my eyes. I open my eyes, and I see this big fucking sea lion that just came up out of the water and is like 6 feet from me, in front of me, probably two times the width of me. and I'm peeing, and I'm in midstream, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm talking to it like, hi, like, don't move. I'm like trying to hurry up and finish and handle my business, and it moves. It goes like from left to right, boom, boom, comes up about 2 feet closer to me. Oh my gosh. I'm like plastered up against the wall of the rocks, and I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Do these things attack? I mean, I don't know shit about sea lions except for what I see in that SeaWorld, and they're all trained. you know? So I'm like, is he going to come after me? Do they climb up on rocks? Like, you know, where do I go?
Oh my
What do I do?
gosh.
I'm trying to pull my shorts up, and I'm watching this thing and I'm talking to it and I'm like, don't move. Like, it's a good boy.
She's talking to her chihuahua. Like a 600-pound animal in front of you.
It starts looking backwards towards the ocean, and then it looked back at me, and I'm like, no, you know, because I'm thinking it's about to come closer again.
I think it was looking for a
You
way
know,
out.
and then it looked back again, almost like something caught its attention behind in the ocean, and it looked at me and it huffed. It let out like this deep huff and just turned around gently and just glided right back into the water and was gone.
Jeez.
Never saw any sign of it again. I fucking hauled ass off the rocks. I get back up to my truck and I'm standing there. I'm reaching in to grab a cigarette because I'm just like, and
Can't breathe.
Nobody's
I need a
awake.
cigarette.
Nobody's awake. I know. I'm like shaking. I was shaking. I was like, it wasn't a whole big of a deal. Yeah,
You're lucky. I mean, I've heard some horror stories with them, and people get too
don't tell me
close.
that.
No, you're lucky. You're not going back. So
I'm just saying. I wondered.
Wow.
It's funny because I wondered.
Yeah.
In that moment, I wondered,
Oh
like,
my
you know,
gosh.
am I in
Yeah,
danger?
that sign, but something got its attention. I could have been help for you.
I'm thinking
'cause-
maybe it's family, or maybe I was lucky and a shark was coming. I don't know. But whatever it was, it just like
Oh
it
my
looked
gosh.
back, looked at me,
but
looked
that the
back,
fact
looked
that
at me,
it let out
and
that
then
like
a huff, like
that
I know.
sound of
Like,
exasperation of like,
you know, like I gotta go. You know, it was like I gotta go
Next time.
Yeah, right.
Gonna get you next time.
I mean, I'm out there at the truck after it's all said and done, and I kind of am laughing. I'm like, I didn't have a phone, of course. Of course, I didn't bring my phone with me, you know. But everybody, I mean, it was silent out there. You could hear the waves hitting the shore, but everybody was still knocked out, oblivious. That thing could have dragged me into the ocean, and nobody.
Oh
would have known.
yeah.
Nobody known.
Squish ya, break
I'd
some
have been gone.
bones.
I'd have been gone.
Yeah.
Nobody would have ever known.
Wow. Oh, that's a good one. That's a goodie.
Yeah.
I'm like, kids that because sometimes I get too close.
Never again.
Close.
I mean, it was amazing to me that I didn't hear anything. And if I can't even begin to give it justice how close I was to the water, you know, like there was no beach there. It was just me scaling the wall of rocks to find a place to pee, you know?
I know that's what's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably like, what do you
No, it
easy.
wasn't an option at all.
Yeah.
I mean, like I had probably a good 6 feet to get to the edge of the indentation just to get back to the main rock line to get up.
Wow.
Yeah. So
And this is
it was,
California, you said, right? This is California?
yeah.
So
it was not-
he probably thought you were a squatter.
There-
You're-
Literally, she was a squatter.
There literally was.
That's right. He's like, I heard about you guys.
WTF
my
Mike
God.
says, so you mean to tell me that someone seeing Stevie B and a sea lion come out of the water together with Stevie B pulling up her pants?
Nobody saw nothing. Nothing. That's the thing. Nobody saw a thing. Me and the sea lion. That was it. Whatever was behind, I'm calling
It
for.
wasn't me. You couldn't prove a thing.
Mhm. You know, I said I couldn't make up that story if I tried. It was, and then I laughed. I still laugh. It's,
That's
been
really
gone.
cool.
I'm talking to it. I'm telling you, I was talking to it like I was talking to my dog. It's a good boy. I don't know. It's a
know.
boy, girl. I don't know what the hell
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, that's my natural go-to. Like if you did crow or something, I mean, hey, baby. You know, it's a crow. What are you doing? I don't know. It's like the go-to.
Dude, that's alligators out here.
Have you seen them? Are they really fast as a racehorse on flat land? They say they're really fast.
Oh,
We don't see them on land.
Okay.
no,
Okay.
I see him in the water.
They're fast.
My
in the
grandma
water.
used to scare me with that, so I don't know if that was a deal. She's like,
I don't know if they're that fast. Like a grizzly bear can outrun a thoroughbred for the first 50 yards.
oh, wow. Okay.
Um,
I haven't heard of that either.
But then like an alligator, I know they can be fast, but I don't know how fast.
Gotcha.
So I don't want to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Give the wrong info. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
People frown on that shit.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All right. I was wrong. Fuck. Pitchfork down.
Exactly. Well, cute. Well, I wanted to chit chat. I wanted to say hello, and I'm excited because I have in about 15 minutes a homeschool mom. I'm starting to interview homeschool moms again. So, and
All right.
evenings are the best for them. So, but well, I did one time, and she needed to be incognito because she was like this famous comedian's wife,
Oh, wow.
and she's kind of a little conscious and she just doesn't want to get him in trouble with like her thought process and stuff about indoctrination and all these things. So. But I found it's really hard to find if anybody's out there's a homeschool mom or parent or, that wants to have a chit chat sometime, just like talking about the journey of what that looks like for people. So I'm soliciting your peeps.
It's just funny. In the past 4 years, that's what I've been doing is just, hey, you got a show you want to promote? Come on, tell us about it. I've been doing that forever.
That's really sweet. That's really cool. Thanks. Well, I wanted to make you laugh too. Like I said last week, I'm coming back Thursday. I'm going to make you laugh. And then
NAC, how are you? I'm in the hospital. I went to sepsis and fell. Prayers, David. Definitely prayers. Heal up.
Yeah, definitely. Prayers.
You gotta take care of yourself, brother.
Aw. Sorry, hon.
Definitely. Prayers are coming your way, David.
That's another thing. Yeah, you've built such nice community. You can feel that support. And I'm all about that energy that's real stuff.
It is. Oh,
the power of prayer, yeah.
I say it
I was in Alabama. I was coming back from the land between the lakes. And I spent like 8 days there, and I stopped in Alabama to meet up with David, and because I got a hotel room there, and he came and with his wife and the daughter or his granddaughter. I'm trying to remember. Granddaughter. Anyway, they showed me around their town. We went for a ride, and it was the same town that Helen Keller's house is in.
Oh wow.
So it was historic. The Trail of Tears was there, and it was so prayers, David. I do meet people,
Yeah,
that's the cool part of this is being able to actually meet people that you see in chat.
Yeah, I love hanging out and meeting new people, especially someone I met a few people.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
because you were from a chat. Yeah, you knew each other in a chat, right? And then
a bunch of different chats.
That's so cool. I love it when that happened. I got to have brunch a couple months ago with Jim Goodall. Do you know that name? Do you know him? Jim Goodall. He's an author and a speaker. He's like I think military crafts and stuff.
No,
okay.
Arthur. Listen to me. Can you talk author? I corrected myself.
It's an author.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was meant for the accent too.
It's just cool to meet in the flesh, It's like it's a total different energy exchange, and then you can also check out who's friend and foe, like who's put up a facade,
right?
Like you are nothing like you are in the chat.
Miss Dill, good to see you.
What's up, Miss Dill?
Gator, ooh.
Gator
there's something about those gator chasings. It kind of tripped me out.
I just caught a gator the other day.
You hooked the gator.
By accident, I hooked it. I was fishing. But it was in its belly, and everybody's like, you should have cut it. I'm like, I wasn't going to leave the hook in it.
No, it was in a
It was underneath in its belly, and I was under the tail.
Mm-hmm.
So it was maybe 3 feet long, whatever it was.
Scared the shit out of me.
I just grabbed it by the tail and lifted it up.
Got it by the tail. I'm
grabbed pliers and ripped it out. But I had to, first I grabbed it and wanted to see how far back it could reach.
I was going to say, what does it do? Yeah, I picture it just going.
It tries to swing around.
It does.
Okay.
If it was any bigger, it would have been
And I
able to.
pulled the hook out and just dropped it.
Oh, gee,
You might-
wow.
Literally,
Yeah.
like, just ripped it out and let it go.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's a big old catch and release right there.
Yeah.
Is that that happens a lot?
That's a catch and don't be caught. You know?
See, I do it, and he rags on me about it. He does it, and it's funny. It's cute, you know.
No, she did it.
The first time I did it, it went for my bobber, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was just like crap. Like, that
You
was
get
the
me
first
out.
time ever having to deal with a gator.
Okay.
I'm
heard
like,
about it
oh,
for
how do I
weeks.
grab them? What do I?
I heard about it for
Yeah.
weeks. I heard about it.
That's
He
so
does
funny.
it. It's cute and funny.
Wish I had a camera.
Well, before I tune out, because I'm going to go log her in soon, I was on since the beginning, so I heard that crazy cool story. So how lucky they were to have you there to actually step in. You're like a living meme. Those memes where everyone just films everything and they're not helping or they're not doing anything, and it's like that
Everybody
must
stood
have.
around.
That's
I know. I
painful.
believe there's a video out there of it.
I'm sure
I'm
there
sure.
is.
There
because
were-
there's
There
so
must
many
be.
people
There were
just watching.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There had to be maybe a dozen
in
people
the
that witnessed
immediate
this.
area. I mean, there was people on
And
the
all
wall.
witness,
And I'm the only dumbass that jumped in.
but they're all witnessing it through their phones, right? They're not.
No,
like,
they were
they
witnessing
were-
it from the
Okay.
shoreline.
They were
Oh, okay.
So I'm
watching.
sure somebody whipped out their phone and went, "Oh,
Sure.
Yeah, 'cause
what's
there
this?"
was the other people on the park, on the wall at the park that were standing and watching. And yeah, somebody had to have, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'd be real surprised if
Yeah,
it
yeah.
didn't get filmed.
No, I'm glad everything turned out. You know, it was.
Mhm.
I had to do it.
I'm the same way, and it killed me not be able to do anything. I look back at the kayak, I looked at him, and he's already gone for it. You know, I'm just like,
Ah,
yeah.
you're like, I
I
wanted
could
to
take
do
it
it.
to reach for my phone. I could call.
Aw, and got
It was
911. Yeah.
Don't,
Yeah.
don't tip this fucking kayak. I said it to him. I had to
know, right?
snap them out of that panic mode that they're in. So they kind of both stopped and looked at me, and then I threw them each the jacket or the cushion.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I don't want to go in this water. There's alligators in there.
I just got one.
I didn't say it to them, but you know.
That's great under pressure and stuff. You're still, that's a good leader right there. That's exciting. That happened. I mean, not exciting, but scary. But
I was excited.
you were there for a reason. Yeah. I'm surprised no gratitude yet, but maybe they're still under shock. Maybe you'll hear
No.
something down the
No,
road.
I just
It's not expected,
I don't
trust me.
expect
Okay.
it. No.
Okay.
I don't expect it.
That's
I expected the police to be like, "And what's your name?" But I just avoided all that and went inside.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't want any recognition. I didn't want any like, "Oh, good job." You know,
He ran in and hit.
it was more like, "You guys are
done.
dumbasses," and
I'm out.
you know.
Don't tip the fucking boat. Saved your ass. Now let's hope that. What if that video went viral though? I'm just kidding. Where's that video, peeps? You
We'll
gotta
throw a
share that.
parade.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
do
that's
what-
awesome. Good on you for being a good citizen. That's great. Just more good peeps to know. So there you go. Well, thank you. I'll come make you laugh another time. We're only taping for a bit, so I'm sure you're still gonna be on. You guys are usually 2 hours.
Yes,
Yes.
we are.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll let you know how it goes in the chat.
Very good.
if she shows her face or not.
All
Okay.
right. Good luck.
See you later. Okay,
All right.
bye.
Thanks.
Bye,
Bye.
chat.
That's cool.
Very cool.
She's so freaking spunky.
She's bubbly.
No, it's refreshing.
It's great.
I love it.
It is. Mr. Hugh.
Yeah, we definitely have to talk. I want to talk to her about.
Yeah. Tapping into
If you're teaching kids, I'll take the beginner class.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Just don't give me one of those little chairs and desks because I can't.
You wouldn't fit. Might as well sit on the floor.
Just something. So I just need a direction or
Yeah.
an
And that's just it.
exercise or
I think that's all you need, honestly, is something to open it up. Because it's there. It's like right there.
Miss Still says, "Why did the deer get braces? Because he had buck teeth."
Oh, I saw a big deer on the side of the road this morning
Oh dear.
on the way to work. It was huge.
Car hit or
Yeah, I think
Oh.
so. I think
like
so.
on the side?
It was off
of
on the side. Yeah, it was at the entrance of a neighborhood on Markham Woods.
Feisty, you're exactly right. I bet it's impossible to. I can't even say it. It's possible to say it. I bet it's impossible to be in a shit mood around Heidi.
Right?
She wouldn't allow it. I don't
See,
think.
that's truly a person I could never imagine or picture her being angry.
But when she, oh no,
but
I
when
could.
she
I
does,
could. Oh,
then when
just
she
horns
does,
and
yeah,
flames and. That was funny, Miss Dill. By the way, that was.
She says, "I'll be here all week."
She says,
I know.
I'll show myself to the door.
I know.
Don't forget to tip your waitress.
Right.
She'll be here every Tuesday and Thursday.
Mhm.
That's too funny.
Christy said, "Dynamite comes in small packages, right?"
Indeed.
WTF Mike wants to know, are they still called dad jokes even when Miss Dill tells them?
These days, I don't know. What do you identify as, Miss Dill?
Oh Lord.
you gotta ask her, I guess, and then figure it out from there. You know, I'm kidding. Stevie gets on these the alien jokes, telling
Alien dad
jokes,
jokes.
shorts, and it's basically the same guys that are in the deer blind telling their jokes.
I'm pretty sure it is. It sounds like them. It's the same jokes, I think, for the most part. They're just funny. They're so silly. They're funny. You can't help but laugh.
And when they react to each other, of course, that makes you laugh more.
Yeah, exactly. They crack up on each other.
Again, link is in chat. So if anybody else wants to pop on, say what's up.
What's up?
What up? Come hang out.
Oh, Lord. Judy Wheeler's got the giggles.
Uh-oh. She's been eating those gummies again. Not that she ever has. I have no idea. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, don't listen to me. Look at you.
Where are we at? I want to see if maybe I missed a joke or two back there.
No.
WTF Mike said earlier, if I see a gator, I'll instantly turn into Jesus. Wait, the one that walked on water or the one that turned the water into wine? Because that's a lot of wine.
Look at
tempting.
Look at Miss Bill's response to how do you identify?
I'm afraid to. Well, I have my heart set on a certain way, and she might disappoint me right now.
No, she won't. She has not.
Oh, okay. My ex-wife used to say, I have bigger balls than you. They're just up here because prevent chafing. But that's right on. And thank you, Ms. Dill, for doing what you do, being a mod.
Likes.
I gotta give her a raise.
And blah blah blah. Yes. Reading what she wrote.
Who's not here? Mr. Lee's not here. Someone else is on. That's my guess. If not, hope you're all right, Mr. Lee.
WTF Mike says they're only at their mugs until a certain age, then they hang in the same place as ours do.
Wait, in the toilet?
Oh no.
That's funny. I'm not saying I do. They don't. But the house is always so cold.
Oh, somebody jump on.
Yeah, really, get us out of this. Help.
Judy's still laughing. I don't think she stopped yet.
Keep laughing, Judy. You need it.
Anita says you're on a roll.
Call me Butter.
Butter roll.
Put me on a roll. Spring cleaning never killed anyone, but why take the chance?
Right.
I like that. It's corny, but it's funny.
It is.
I don't know what to do about it. I have to move back further and pull the computer so I'm away from this corner. I gotta readjust. Up to the left. It's still gonna be in the way. Whatever.
Just sit still. Quit moving.
No, it's worse. I gotta push it back because where I'm sitting my arm, it's right on the corner.
For sure.
Sorry, guys. Which is not comfortable.
Oh no, Dina P says prayers for Sandra Piper. She's back in the hospital.
Yes, I heard that.
I did not know that.
I heard that today.
Indeed, prayers.
Nikki Cologne put up
Okay.
prayers for Sandra. So yeah, definitely prayers. Sandra Piper's been around for a long time with us
She's a
since
great
the beginning.
woman. I love that woman. Talk about a badass. Yeah, she's amazing.
Her life, yeah.
Yeah, she is a warrior.
She was, and that was when she was weightlifting. It was different. They weren't looking for bulk. They were looking for lean, mean,
strength and power.
But they weren't.
No,
big.
it wasn't. She was
all natural.
It was very feminine, and she was.
Yeah,
she's gorgeous, absolute gorgeous.
You guys give me a minute. I gotta do something real quick. Hold on. Thanks. Sorry.
Thank you.
I forget sometimes to say a prayer before I come on. And usually if I do, I skip it. Except one other time when we did it like that. Because everybody's like, their mic's off, they're muted.
Muted.
Just had to say a prayer real quick. I just say the Lord's Prayer. And then I just put it out there for Sandra and anybody else here tonight that's looking for prayers. But, we've been doing that for 4 years too. It's nothing new.
Well, I mean, I had my health issues and my amputation, and Heidi said it, power of prayer, it's real. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
Word got out and prayers got going for me. And I mean, I can't say, I don't know, but I recovered well. And I do believe
in record time.
I do believe in the power of prayer.
Well,
Absolutely.
we were watching that Dubai thing, and it popped into my head. I'm like, you can't even I mean, you were in a chair, but you were literally in a chair for days.
Well, I was watching this thread of shorts that were
98 days to be exact.
They were just about, people in wheelchairs and how tips and navigation and how they navigate through life, and just people putting it out there and how they get about. And I really got into watching it, and he was like, you weren't even in a chair that long.
No, but it was like, I thought about it. I was like, wow, you avoided, you can walk down that beach. Yeah. There are people in your same exact situation that aren't in that same exact situation.
Right.
Same condition, but they choose the chair.
I can see where
she does not.
I don't take them off. I hardly ever. I mean, when I get in the bed, I do, but I get up in the morning, I go to work, I keep them on, and any research that you do, anything that's ever written says you're only supposed to wear them like a couple hours out of the day, a couple hours here, a couple hours there, whatever. No, they're on all the time. They're part of me, can't get around without them. And I refused to be in a chair. And that was the thing. Just 3 months of being in a wheelchair, I wasn't going to be any longer. No longer than I had to. And
prayers to you as well, Harold. Sorry.
I made sure I wasn't going to have to. I still have it.
No, they definitely
I still have
work.
my chair.
You.
I don't plan on using it.
I just thought, I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. No, she doesn't. The chair's never been in this house.
Nope.
It's in her car.
It's in the old
car. It's not even in the new one. It's in the back of the old one.
But it's there. If I ever needed it, it's there. I think I've almost given it away to a couple people, but
really?
A couple times, yeah. Excuse me.
Did we ever put that other piece with that chair?
No, I think it's still in the pop-up. One of the arms.
At some point,
one of the
somehow, I don't know if it's not an arm. It's like a leg or something. Like a leg.
No, I got the legs. It's the arm. It's the arm rest.
Okay.
Because that popped off, and
I was carrying.
When I did use the chair, I never had the armrest on. Because it got in the way. So.
I say years, but it's like it's been to Arizona and back. And,
you carried it all cross country for no reason, because I never used it. Not that part of the chair. No, I didn't use I took the armrest off. Definitely didn't need the footrest. No, I couldn't see being in a chair any longer than I had to. And 3 months was way too much.
I caught a show the other day called, I guess it was on the Discovery Channel, or I think it was the Discovery Channel, but it was basically about Tesla files. And they had like 3 2-hour marathons that I ended up watching. Like I killed 6 hours watching this fucking thing.
It's intriguing.
But
right?
yeah,
I get lost in that shit. I do. When I was in the hospital, that's the stuff I watched.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I never got into
I've
Tesla.
talked about it before, and I talk about it, you look glazed over.
Yeah, I wonder why that was.
I'm glad.
It was like glazed over.
I'm just glad that you finally got into it a little bit, and yeah, you can appreciate.
Yeah, well, I couldn't find any new episodes of Blind Frog Ranch, so all right. My health issues have not been cared for. I've not been cared for the past 2 years. Finally got someone to actually go get me into the right department. Right on, man.
It's frustrating. I know. It's been over a year since I've done anything with my prosthetics or seen anybody for them. And more so because of insurance. I mean, I had the greatest insurance ever when I went through my amputation, and
thank God.
Yeah. I mean, thank God. And the year after was wonderful. And then just this year they changed our insurance, and now everything that I've known with my prosthetics in relation to my prosthetics is now considered out of network. Everything, every doctor, every company of, manufacturing company, all of it. So for this past almost a year now, I haven't seen a doctor.
Had no
assistance,
access to anything retaining.
I had access to it. I just have to pay out of pocket, half of everything. Yeah. And that's, what the hell am I paying for insurance for? And I couldn't afford half. And I don't know of anybody that could afford half of this shit.
But now the
expensive
insurance company,
the actual prosthetic company that worked with me and provided me with everything that I have now, reached out, and they had reached out before a couple months ago and said, "Hey, we think we can get you considered in network." Their company was willing to switch over and accept it, whatever they had to do. So I provided all the information, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, we couldn't do it." So I'm like, "Oh, well, you tried." I mean, I even had a guy come out to the park and, to my office and help me out a little bit. And he's the one that kind of got things going. But I got a call yesterday and said, "Hey, we got it. So sent over my information again today. They're going to call me tomorrow to set me up with my first appointment going back."
Because, things adjust as like your body adjusts to as time goes by with prosthetics. Like when she first got them, her legs were swollen.
Well, they would swell and shrink and
now that doesn't happen.
Fluctuate
like it used to.
Nowhere near like it used to. Like one day it would be so swollen I could barely put the prosthetics on, and the next day they were so loose that I could barely wear them because they were so loose without layering up to the point where it's like I feel like an Eskimo walking out into the tundra.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
A year's a long time to go without
any assistance.
With that, and so my point was, Harold, I hope you get what you need, the help you need. That'll be awesome.
My point is, I understand how frustrating it can be, and I'm thrilled that if you're able to get with the help that you need. Good. I'm glad, because it's tough trying to figure things out on your own, and you do suffer. There's an amount of suffering that you endure, and it's senseless, all because somebody else can't get their shit together. An organization or physicians or whatever it may be, but it's frustrating.
Miss Dill
I hope everything works out.
Miss Dill, sorry, I got it. Mugs, if you have to readjust but are still sitting on it, I believe you will have lots of jealous men out there. No. It's not. I don't know why I put that up.
I don't either.
It was funny, but yeah, Judy's having issues with her lumbar. She has scoliosis as well. I have scoliosis. But it's never, like, I never acknowledged it. Never had it checked or like
addressed at all.
Hell, I have a bone spur on my neck I didn't know I had until I went to a chiropractor. Bobby had another MRI today for a spine, trying for a spinal stimulator. I have heard of them. Helton, how are you? Right?
Wasn't it?
No, Helton says, bet if you go down to Mexico and act like you're an illegal coming in, all will be paid for you.
Right?
I
No shit.
don't even want.
Well, it's sad because I say it jokingly, but being a double amputee, walking around on prosthetics, people see me out in the grocery store and I get stopped, and it's by the spouse of somebody who has a missing leg, or it's either them, that person themselves, and one of the first questions is, who do you see? Who do you go to?
Who's your prosthetic?
Prosthesis.
Yeah.
So so there's only in this area, there's only one, and it's such a, I call it a cookie cutter company. They're just basics, and everybody gets the same care. There's no individual treatment, or like with my prosthetics, they were custom made for me. You go to this company, and
I think the most of them are custom made. Like,
well, if you look at,
what it's like to, I couldn't see.
If you look at the majority of people that have prosthetics, they're the pole. They're the pole.
Yeah.
I have the blade, and there's not many people that you see with the blade. I mean, there are. I'm not saying I'm the only one by no means, but the majority that go to this company that's here, they give that standard prosthetic, and it's the same setup, and they don't customize it
more of the socket itself that your leg goes into.
Yeah, no, it's the same equipment, which means it's the same setup up here, and you need individual attention. You do.
Yeah.
And people around here don't get that. And if you do get it, the company that I go to or have gone to they're based out of Kissimmee, which is from here probably 2 hours away now.
Now it is.
Yeah. But luckily they have an office in Maitland, so
yes,
that's a lot better. But still, it's a shame that.
But it's great that company was willing to
reach out to me.
Well, yeah, but also
to adjust
their insurance thing to accept yours. That's awesome.
I know this sounds stupid, but it's almost like I'm a legend in that company.
No, it's true. But so was my video. My video went viral amongst those guys.
Amongst that community.
Prosthesis is everywhere.
I literally met a guy that came off the trail into my office to use the restroom with his girlfriend, him and his girlfriend. He didn't see me. She saw me. And then 10 minutes later, they come back and he's like, oh my God. And we got to talking, and he's like, wait, that's you?
This guy saw my video.
He's like, that's you. And I'm just dying, but it's because I basically jumped in him and ran. I did. But yeah, they've been good to me, this company. When I was actively working with them, they were great.
Water therapy is a good idea, Judy, because it's low impact.
Oh, it
really
is.
Low impact.
It is.
Chance, how are you? Nostalgic Pod Blast. I like watching that show. It's so nostalgic. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
1-800-MOGS MD, medical dissatisfaction.
Do not
bother him.
No, I'm not giving that any medical.
Oh God, no
information or misinformation.
No, I'm just telling my.
So far, in 4 years, 2 videos have been taken down within the past year for someone coming on and talking about whatever pertaining to maybe a condition they're going through or something.
Pandemic.
It wasn't even during the pandemic. It was in sort of matter-of-factly.
It was in regards to that.
And they put it down as medical misinformation. So they just took the show right off. No warning. And I don't get a strike or anything. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Just, hey, can't do that.
I'm not going to sit there and argue it. I tried to peel it the first time, and As soon as I hit a peel, it was like throwing a boomerang. I just threw it out here and it came back here like that
right
quick.
Back. Nope, sorry.
Nope.
Nice try, buddy. Yeah, Judy, water therapy is good. I did it for a while way before I lost my legs. And that's actually how I lost my weight, was by being in the water swimming. But that's different. But the physical therapy in the water, just movement, is such low impact.
Hold on, let me do this and give him an opportunity to. I want to know what he means. That's bullshit, Mogi Monster. What did I do?
I don't know.
What? It's not nostalgic?
I don't know.
I'm not there all the time. I mean, but I've been there a few times and it's pretty cool. I don't always jump in chat. I'm just one of the 9 watching, and it's fun.
I thought maybe I missed them. Oh, he said I meant what they did to you. I don't know.
It's no big deal, dude. It's like, okay.
How about the removing your contact?
No, I get it.
Well, it took me a minute.
Hey, they have their rules.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I mean,
no, but we're not the type of channel that would willingly and purposely put out misinformation. And I stand by that. That leaves the door open for a lot of people to.
The IMO was created in chat, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
These are not an attack, boss. I love you.
No. I didn't take it that way. I wouldn't take it that way.
Yeah. No. I was just confused. I didn't know what he was talking about.
No, it threw me off for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all right. There's a lot more videos out there. I feel bad whoever might have been on it and their video got taken down or that conversation, but it's all right.
WTF Mike says I've been taken down for way worse than medical misinformation.
Well, you got to keep clothes on there, buddy.
Right.
Put down the bottle and
Oh, wow.
But listen, dude, censorship sucks. But these days, there's not much that doesn't suck. So you've seen that episode,
huh?
Which one?
Talking about putting his clothes back on.
Oh. No, I'm good like that. I can guess stupid shit.
Anita said medical mogs, the alligator wrangler.
Oh, come on, stop. Miss Still says, nope. She said something. Where was it? At Danny Staten, come give us some of your creepy backyard activities. Well, thank you, Miss Doe, for posting the link. I'm also throwing it in there just for shits and giggles. Excuse me. Where are we at? Jeez, how have we been babbling for an hour and 27 minutes?
Oh my God. Right? I'm like, no way.
Well, Heidi popped out for a little bit.
Yes.
Let her babble. I like listening to her babble. It's intelligent babble.
Right?
So, yeah, like I'm saying, we have about 30 minutes left. If anybody wants to come on, click on that link. Come say hi. Danny says nothing going on lately in his backyard. Yeah, that's all they can. That's all they can bitch about. I'm good with it. Medical misinformation. Well, it wasn't mine.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
and it was a guest.
It was.
You know,
something a
I
guest
think both
said.
times. The second time, I don't even know which one it was. I didn't even get a chance to see
I
it.
don't even think we looked for it. Feisty Kitty said, Heidi's bubbly babble.
It's fun.
Yes.
So I saw her backstage. I was like, "Oh, goody!
Right.
Here comes the bubbly."
Alex, take care. I told you you don't work too hard. I'm sure you did.
Alex, good night. He's been cleaning all day. He's feeling it.
Rest.
That's her answer to everything, dude. Now, you know that. Never mind. Forgot who I was talking to. Everything. Rest.
That
Rest.
was fun.
Rest.
Well, that's the only way you get better is rest. Your body needs rest sometimes. We don't always listen, you know?
No. Oh, he's been preoccupied. I got a new neighbor. She sunbathes nude. Those videos aren't going to make it to his channel.
No. His channel will be gone. We'll be like, where'd Danny go?
Miss Dell says, Danny, wait until I get there.
Harold says, I need
Hold
rest.
on.
I do too, Harold. I do too.
Helton says on TV right now they're reporting that Israel is doing retaliatory strikes as we speak. We could be looking at World War III in the next few days. Outside of that, how's life?
Lovely.
Oh, joy. WTF Mike says, so Stevie, does that mean you only got to rest half as long nowadays? Asking for a friend.
3/4.
Divide your body up into time, huh?
I suppose.
All right, what did you gotta go
Papa
back.
Craig, good to see you.
What's up, Pop City? I'm trying to figure out where this
He still says, I didn't mean I'm going to get naked. Just gonna throw stuff at Danny.
Full disclosure, when I say neighbor, Danny, I mean neighboring states. You guys got to excuse me for a minute. Hold on. Let me, what am I doing? Stop camera.
All right, grab me some water. Yes. Thank you.
Here.
Oh, thank you. That was quick. I'm gonna wait for Papa to say hi to everybody. Hi, Moogs. Hi, Anita. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Christy. Well, CRJ. Hi,
What up,
Feisty.
Papa?
Hi, Miss Dill. Hi, Judy. Hi, Dina. Hi, Jim. Anybody left? It's good to see you, Papa. I hope everything's going okay. Look, Christy called it. Coffee time, Moogs. She called it.
You are correct. I was also feeling a little weird. Like
Yeah,
I had
I
to
saw
stand
that.
up. I felt a
saw.
little lightheaded or something. That was just a little bizarre.
I noticed.
Wasn't like a full whirl.
No, I saw you.
I was just like, what the hell?
That's why I kept watching you. Dina wants to know, Stevie, are you guys going to the Bigfoot conference in June?
More than likely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna be there? I hope. You need to.
What was that? I think June 8th,
Yes.
Saturday.
Gotta look into tickets. I still gotta put
I gotta-
in for time off. You gotta mention it to
Yeah.
them now. I've said it a month ago.
Yeah, no, I gotta put
You
in.
can't wait, or else you won't go.
I mean, I could just have them block out that Saturday. no
Bobby, you
no
going
boats
too?
available.
So Bobby said maybe yes, but I'm not sure that's what she's referring to. Good.
Bobby says maybe yes.
I hope. Cool.
Tina says I'm pretty sure we'll be there.
Tina G, it's in. Hey Tina, it's in Ocala, Florida.
The World Equestrian Center,
Yes.
which is a big friggin' place.
It's huge.
I mean, like we went there last year, and it was just
it's like 3 miles of property just to get to the building. You know,
it's a
honestly,
true story.
honestly, it's huge.
I don't think I'll tailgate this year. I'll push my luck.
Right? They might be looking for you this time. That big blue truck. Anybody seen the eyes on the big blue truck yet?
Well, they have their own concessions. They make the money from the concessions there.
I really hope they do something different with that, because that was good, but they had one line,
Yeah,
and that line covered from one side of the building, the
To the
room,
other.
all the way to the backside. And then by the time you saw the line get down low, they were out of the big, huge Bigfoot pretzels.
yes.
They had these huge pretzels that were in the shape of a Bigfoot print. I wanted one. They were gone.
Yeah,
More
so
so, I
they
wanted to-
would have frowned on. You know, it's not like we
Well,
were. It's not like we were just
You
going out
actually
to
asked somebody. You asked somebody that worked there. You said something about, is there any place to cook out? Or
But I
you,
just
you just said in general, and they were like, well, you know, they kind of frown on that. And,
you know,
so we went
sure
to the
people
back.
go out to their truck or their vehicle and they have their lunch. And no, I mean I did it so discreetly. Anybody that saw it,
We were in
you
the back
couldn't
of the
see
building,
it.
in the far back of the parking lot.
Yeah, the last parking lot backed in and
Yeah,
right next to these bushes, and it worked out.
it
It
did.
was fun. We went through a
So
bunch
even
of hot
Dina said
dogs.
they better do something different. That was nuts.
And I don't know why I don't know. Like listening to, I love stories and stuff, but to listen to like Meldrum and that, you get a panel up on stage, and that's when
Well, I kind of
glazed
wish I would have
over.
listened to the one, because it got heated. You know, they had a
good
good argument going, but it was fun.
But I can't sit still. I have to walk around and look at things, and touch things, and, you know. Oh, that's cool. Did you make that? You know, it's just there's so many crafts, and there's some talented people out there that make shit and sell it, and it's like, wow, you know. Marriage lesson unlocked. When your wife says we need to talk,
Forget that.
forget
shit.
that shit and start the house on fire. It's easier to deal with. Follow me for
Follow
more
me
marriage.
for more
advice.
marriage advice.
Burn down the house if she says we need to talk. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That's
Christy
seems a
said-
little extreme, but
Well, I think it's funny. Christy said OCST. Did you see what WTF Mike said?
oh god, that didn't come out my nose. This is hot. Fuck, that would have sucked.
That was funny.
Feisty Kitty says WTF Mike, just take her camping in the RV.
Glamping, if I remember correctly.
Oh, and that thing,
It's
yeah,
big fancy.
that's like you just that's
He's got a tiny house on wheels.
that's it.
That's what it
It's
is.
a mobile home.
Yep.
It's a glorified mobile home. It's gonna be fuck you, it's a bus. It's a Class C.
Christy says,
I don't know
OCST, we need to talk.
And Harold was never seen again.
I'm going to choke on that.
Yeah. Papa's doing song lyrics. And it's just, still true.
Yep. Sadly.
Judy says I used to love going to the Rock and Gem show in Tampa. Cracking Rocks Open was awesome. Cracking Open as geodes.
I gotta steal your charger.
And then what else? You got some of those that have fossils in them.
Right.
Geodes are cool to open up.
They are. WTF Mike says it's a Class A motor coach. Thank you very much.
Told you. Insulted him by saying Class C. I don't know where the fuck that came from. I think it was from Dust to Dawn. Harvey Keitel. It's like, that vehicle's a Class C motorhome, so I'm considered a trucker.
Wow.
So I get to stay in his bar. How'd that work out for you, Harvey?
Yeah, no shit.
I got a tent and a hammock. I'm good.
Me too. I got a tent and a hammock. I'm good.
You kind of only need one. Just saying. Because most people, if they have a tent, then they have an air mattress and a sleeping bag and blah, blah, hammock. That's it. That's all you need. Nighty night.
I miss my hammock.
Where'd you put it?
It's in the pop-up.
Oh, okay.
In the
So
drawer.
what?
As soon as you reach in, it's in
I
that
know where
drawer.
it is.
Oh, you just asked. So.
We have no place to put a hammock. Our neighbor put up a hammock, but he put like 2 2x4s about 8 feet apart.
So it's a great idea.
Have at it. I'll leave the shovel that's in my truck.
Sure. Don't tempt me.
Miss Dill says our gas is going up 14 cents tomorrow. Some bullshit about changing from winter gas to summer gas. Am I ready to? Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby. Same. I was down in Longwood and it was $3.69 a gallon. Matter of fact, I had sent him a message. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like a 20-cent increase from when I went to work in the morning to after I got off.
I might be coming to Claremont soon, Bobby. I gotta get some shit for work. I gotta get in touch with my boss. They're in Claremont. One of our boat clubs is in Claremont. The other one's here, then Cape Canaveral and Crystal River.
Yeah, Miss Dill, that's the problem. She said, I guess most people are so dumbed down that they believe that crap about the winter and the summer
Yeah, but
gas.
what the fuck? Gas is gas, people.
Jay Fritz.
Do we wake you? I'm sorry, were we too loud? He heard us. I know. He woke up. Jay Fritz.
No, he heard about balls dropping in the toilet.
He was busy fishing his out.
Oh, God. Sorry.
Water's cold, ain't it? And deep. Sorry.
Jay, we love you. You know
Absolutely. No, I felt guilty because he's like, howdy, friends.
that. I know. He has no idea what he walked into.
South Carolina gas is always cheaper than North Carolina. Well, it could be worse. It could be in New York City, or you could be in California, where I guarantee in California they're paying $5 something. It's like getting gas at the marina here. But then I realized that also the gas that you get for your boat is non-ethanol. There's no ethanol in it. Come on. At Safeway, gas is $2.69 a gallon, and if you fill up, they will give you a case of Bud Light for free. I wouldn't take a case of Bud Light if it was free. Unless we needed something to shoot at. 315 in North Dakota.
Up Craig says,
Pay $420. Of course you are.
Saturday's $420. This coming Saturday.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Sure is.
Yeah, I'm working.
I'm off. I said, tomorrow's my Friday.
Oh, that's right. I got a boat going out tomorrow. Damn it.
Ah.
I'm going to be there like...
You have 2, don't you?
No, just 1.
Oh, I thought it was 2 for tomorrow.
At least I don't have to refuel it. You know, because it's already ready to go. I had 2 boats go out today, but it wasn't... Neither of them were the pontoon boat, which I was surprised. They're giving away Bud Light in South Carolina for a reason. Danny's part of South Carolina is very conservative.
Bobby said, I drove from Florida to North Carolina 3 weeks ago. I always get gas in Georgia or South Carolina. Yeah, I think just getting into Georgia is about a full tank from Central Florida. So just getting into Georgia, I would always stop too.
Well, that was in a car that was guzzling gas.
No. I'm talking over. I mean, dozens of times I've taken that trip,
Okay.
and it's usually probably about a half hour into Georgia,
I don't know. I just
and then
go by,
again somewhere around south of the border,
I
South
just
Carolina,
go by what
North
it
Carolina.
says on my thing as far as 400 miles till empty or 500 miles till empty.
Yeah, well, I didn't have
And
a
I
fancy
figure out-
panel that told me how many miles to empty. I just watched the gauge.
I'm spoiled. I'm sorry. Wait, your
Well, I
car
do
has it
now.
too.
And now I'm saying back then.
I don't drink beer. I drink liquor. I don't do nothing halfway. Yeah, in the end of my drinking days, I kind of got away from beer. And it was liquor.
I've had my share of both. But
Don't miss it.
wasn't on a regular basis.
Oh, no, I've filtered enough beer through this to
I
fill a
know.
swimming pool.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I didn't have a preference in a way. I could drink beer. I could drink liquor. Didn't matter. Just whatever the moment called for.
I wonder if those guys, like the guys at the boat yesterday, I wonder if they're going to get like fined or anything.
I said, yeah.
They were out there. I don't know if the boat was registered. They had a motor on it. They didn't have enough life jackets because only the girl came up with one, and she wasn't even wearing it. Just curious. I
For
was
emergency
popped in my head.
services,
Like,
for emergency services to come out, that they
somebody's
might
getting a bill.
Yeah, they might get charged for that. I think had they had to have gone in and got the boat or anything, if they'd had gone into the water to help, yeah, they definitely would have.
And he says, I drank beer on 4th of July to flush the kidneys. I think that's how it works. But hey. Papa Chris says, I hurt my back picking up a toddler and hugging him. I'm going to quit feeding him.
Just maybe not pick him up.
Mike says, you don't miss it? I feel bad for people who don't drink. Y'all wake up on an even keel all day. Drinkers' days only get better. No, I practice a thing called wake and bake.
Right.
You drank liquor, Danny Staten, or drink liquor? Guess you're drinking tonight. Cheers. No, I don't miss it, dude. You know, every bad thing that ever happened in my life, liquor was involved. My thinking was fucked up. And once I quit, I realized that I could handle life sober. I was like, finally got to the point where I was like, I got this. You know, I think I can handle this. And I was right. You know, so no, I don't miss it. It's almost been 7 years. I guess that's in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
It's
that's
been 7
amazing.
years.
I'm proud of you.
And it doesn't define me, you know. I don't use it as, oh, I'm a fucking, you know, I've been sober 7 years. Let's party. That's amazing. You know, pat me on the back.
Celebrate. Yeah, no, but it is something to be proud of.
The only time I would, the day of the anniversary, for probably the first couple of years, I put on Facebook, sober 4 years, yay me. So that's the only way I would acknowledge it. You know, because I had friends that were recovering that had more time than me or less time, but it was cool. I hear you, Mogs. There's nothing I can think of that my drinking wouldn't make worse. Won't make worse.
Won't make worse. No, you should be proud. And I get what you're saying. You know, you can be braggy, but you're not. You don't.
No, but some people.
It is something to be proud
some people.
of. You can't deny yourself of that.
Even on
That's
YouTube,
huge.
some people make their recovery the main.
It's in every subject, every topic.
Yeah, well, yeah, they kind of.
Well, some people may need that.
No, I get
as
it.
part of
I
their
get it.
process. Yeah.
But don't let it define you.
Right.
You know. I think it's awesome that everybody who's quit. You know, and it's not easy. It takes a lot of discipline, but you know,
it's not easy.
Life's too short, and I wasted too much of it. You know.
We'd have never met if you didn't sober up. So
Oh, I wouldn't be here. None of y'all would know me.
No.
Nobody would
I'm
have seen
grateful.
this face, and yeah, that's all it would take. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't brag about it. It's just something I had to do.
Jen said booze is way more harmful than weed.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying anybody should do anything. I'm not at my. You know, I gave up. If you have a problem, get help. If you think you have a problem, get help.
If it's becoming
I'm
a
not
problem,
encouraging smoking weed or, you know.
it's just what works for you, for us.
Do you?
For me. I never really got into drinking.
Anybody wants to talk about it? Email me.
Not opposed to it. I don't.
You know,
I just never got into
Anybody with an issue and needs looking for help or just whatever, email me. Get in touch.
it. Jay says the only good thing about drinking heavily is some women get really pretty at 3 a.m.
Coyote Ugly.
Mhm.
I had to be obsessed with recovery, and I even became a supervisor of A&D counselors.
That's cool.
Well, that's the way some people handle
And
it.
that's what I said.
Is they jump in
If that's what works and that's what gets you through, then
with
That's
other
wonderful.
people and
yeah,
it's a support group. that's I get it.
I've seen people that have used it as attention, sadly to say, but
Oh yeah. But again, if you're, and you hear all these, there's a lot of sayings that one day at a time or whatever, shit like that. You hear in AA meetings. I've been to them, a long time ago. But it's true. You can only live one day at a time. So get through that day without picking up a drink or a drug it sounds easy, but I make it sound easy where it's not that easy.
WTF Mike says, I hear that, Jay Fritz. I brought Shania Twain home from the bar a few times, woke up with Mark Twain snoring in my face.
Ooh. No, all I can hear is that that Shania Twain song popped into my head. Feel like a woman for some reason. Whatever it is. Tina G says, I had a wonderful alcoholic mother, great provider, never missed a day of work, never missed a drink. My mom was an alcoholic when I was growing up as well. Yeah, man, I feel like a woman. This one woke up and says, woman, I feel like a man. Drinking is a dangerous game. You never end up winning. No. Nope. It makes you think you might win, but I'm not telling anybody to quit drinking. Just drink responsibly. It's so easy to get. I have an addictive personality,
I know. I was laughing at what Chance wrote. One day at a time, great TV show, Team Schneider.
Team Schneider. Who else was the son? Chance, what's his name? He played the son. Well, it's an Italian name. Glenn Scarpelli. Glenn Scarpelli. That's who it was. He does a thing in Sedona, Arizona. He's involved with their Chamber of Commerce, and they make videos for the town of Sedona. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah. Glenn Scarpelli is big into the town of Sedona. Never met him.
He said, "You got it."
Yeah, no. Thanks.
Moon at noon.
What's
How
up,
you
Moon?
doing? You snuck in at the end here.
Right at the very end.
I can't believe it's the end already. This went by fast. Thank you, Miss Dill. Miss Dill says, give Moses CBB a like and thumbs up. Leave a comment.
Yes, leave comments. So, but before we leave, go check out Bigfoot King's channel. Go look at his shorts, and you'll see that.
Look at that picture.
Look at that picture
watermark.
without the watermark, and
It
I don't even think there's a
huge
circle.
difference. No, I don't think it did.
The actual picture is so far away, but when you zoom in, and that's what he does.
It's zoomed in.
Zoomed in, you see what I see is half a face, and then just
4
below
fingers.
that, in the opening of the leaves, there's a hand. There's 4 fingers.
There's 4 fingers, and the one that you can't see because of the watermark
That's what I
looks
see.
like a pinky.
Is it a Bigfoot? No fucking clue. Never seen one
I'm
before.
not saying it is. I've never seen one, but it's a face.
Something's in there.
There's a face in there.
Miss Dell, thank you for putting up the Bigfoot King's link. I just think it's fascinating. I'm like, oh, what is this?
Right?
Yeah, definitely check it out. But yeah, guys, we're going to end it on this note. You guys have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Heidi, I know you got your thing going on. Thanks for popping in. No pun intended.
Heidi Pop.
Okay, maybe a little pun intended.
Yeah,
You know.
no, it was warranted.
Indeed.
You guys take care. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday, which I'll wake up and it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh no, shit! It's like I wake up and it's Tuesday again.
No, I don't want it to
fucking
be Tuesday
Groundhog
already.
Day.
I don't want it to be Tuesday.
I know you want to
already.
enjoy your next 3 days
Yes,
off.
I'm off this weekend. Yay!
So yeah, guys, thank you again. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. We love you. Peace and God bless.